Hi guys, me again Aswat. This video is a bit different. It's just a vlog to update what's been happening with me and why I haven't been posting for close to a month. The reason is I had surgery on my both of my legs because I had abscess, which is kind of a growth on my legs, and it was very painful operation. Uh, I came out of the hospital about 2 weeks ago. I'm slowly recovering, and it's just a very painful process. But I just want to update you, and I want to share some of the photos and of the abscess, just in case you don't know how serious it is. But so be warned. Okay, this is the first abscess that happened on my foot, the top side. Now it's become a very big hole, as you can see. And until today, this is the most painful part, the most painful of the three abscess, even though it's small. Now this is at the hospital when I took the picture. It has gotten healed up much better than this. But yeah, this is the first of the abscess, and I have to be honest, it's very painful. Okay, this one is the abscess on my calf, on my left leg, and as you can see, this is also quite. When it first happened, this is the quite painful also. Now all of this operation has made me I cannot move so much. I have to go to the hospital every day to clean the wound. This is also taken at the hospital. As you can see, this is all after the operation. As you can see, the wound is quite big. So yeah, this is the least painful of the three, because it's at the back of the calf, just mid part area. So, but when it first happened, it was quite painful, and after the operation, after I left the hospital, this has become the less painful of the three. All three are still painful. Okay, so let's see the third one. This is the mother load. This is number 3 of the abscess. This is the biggest one I have ever seen, and it's grown on my thigh. Is this the biggest one? As you can see, so many holes. Very painful. I think this is the top. Okay, you see my foot there at the bottom. That is the first, and then this is the third one, the biggest one that they had to do the operation on. This is the reason I went to the hospital, because it was growing too big and it was too painful for me to bear. So I had to admit to the hospital because I cannot deal with the pain anymore. So that's the biggest one and the most scariest to see. I mean, this is at the hospital after the operation, and I was waiting for them. These 3 pictures were taken because I was waiting for the nurse to clean the wound and everything. And so I cannot move. When I came back from the hospital, I cannot move, and my uncle helped me to go to the clinic every day, and I had to learn how to walk, just not to fall at the house, because I can't move I can't stand for a long time, so I need a wheelchair, because thank God my late mother has wheelchair around the house, and some of her walker, and so I use those to go to the hospital and get my wound clean. And as you can see from all the 3 pictures, this is the biggest one, most scariest looking one. It scares me too, even when I'm looking at the picture. So I apologize, but I did warn you, the picture are graphic, so but this is a learning experience. So as you can see from my wounds, they are quite serious and quite painful, but I tell myself there is other people who are having more pain and more serious disease, so I should be grateful. And the pain recovering slowly, is very slow because it's such a I take it as a test from God, because we are all human, we all make mistakes, and it's a test, and I am humble, I am insaf, I am repentant, and there's also a lot of silver linings that happen, that I come to look at the bright side. And I also want to share how to avoid or what I went through and why it happened. So what caused the abscess is actually my diabetes. I'm a diabetic, but I haven't been taking serious. I haven't been seriously taking care of my health, and as a result, my sugar was very high, and caused all this growth to infect, and the infection become very fast because of diabetic. That's the main reason why this is happening. So that's a lesson to be learned here. And the silver lining, like I said, because of this, my admittance to the hospital, I learned, about taking better care of myself, because I was in the hospital for close to a week, and I had to come face to face along of a lot of painful and long time at the hospital to think about myself and my health. And what happened after that, I committed myself to take better care of my health in terms of my diabetes. So what I'm doing now is taking the meds for my diabetes. I'm also getting a better diet. I only eat like I only eat, I less the carb. I eat less carb, more protein, more vegetables, a lot of fish mainly, and I only eat during lunch. I only eat the heavy meal lunch, and breakfast and dinner I only eat very light biscuits, square biscuits here, that is wheat, and that's it, wheat, and I drink tea. So tea as either tea or mineral water. So I've been very disciplined about that since I left the hospital, and I'm glad, because now I realize that I can survive just eating one meal a day, one heavy meal a day, and it's not heavy. I have to cut down the rice. I love rice, but I have to cut down the rice. But more protein, more vegetables, and try to cut down the carbs. Not too much. So that's a heavy lunch, and light dinner, just biscuits and tea, same as breakfast, biscuits and tea. And so far I'm okay. I'm taking antibiotics to clean for the wounds, and protein is also to heal the wound, to make it better. And as long as the sugar is low, the healing process will be faster. So that's what I'm learning throughout this. Um, what else can I share about this experience? Those are the silver linings. So I managed to realize that I can change my diet and take better care of myself in terms of taking the meds. And because you're diabetic, it's my fault for not taking care of the meds about that. Um, and a lot of what do you call it, silver linings. I realized the good people around me, like my uncle, really helped me, and that's really humbled me, because then when you are sick like this, you realize who really cares about you and who really doesn't care about you. But I'm grateful, even though, I keep reminding myself there are people, even though I'm in pain, I can't move. But I keep reminding myself there are people with worse problem, and at the very least, now the pain is becoming lesser and lesser. I want to thank the nurses at the hospital, at the main hospital when I did the operation, and here, which is helping me to recover faster daily, change of the dressing. So yeah, that's a lot of silver linings. Um, and the bad part of this experience, because I'm still recovering, I cannot shower properly because I do not want to get as you can see, there's three major spots of the moon, and it's now covered with bandages, so I cannot take a shower. I don't want to damage the other than what the nurses have been doing, the cleanup and the bandages. I don't want them to get wet, so I have to maintain myself. I just shower with get towel and put a wet towel all over me. It's not the best, but I'm grateful that I am much better. I really lost the desire to do anything video or what on social media, because it was too painful. I can only lie on the bed, and it was too cumbersome. So this is the only this when you see me making this video, it means that there is some kind of energy has returned, and I'm feeling much better, even though there's still a long way to go. So I hope this video can explain what has been happening with me, and also to share the experiences, and also for those who are diabetic, get your meds, take your meds, watch your diet. And even if you're not diabetic, you have to watch your diet, because sugar can be a problem, and that's what I learned from all the experience. So, and that's it. That's my non-frill video. I just want to make this video short, just to show you and to explain to you. And I hope and pray that I get back on my feet soon, and literally. And I hope you guys have a good day, and thank you very much for watching. Peace.